welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I really hope that you will stick around and join me in today's conversation. For those of you who are not familiar with Laura Lee's content, she is an OG YouTuber. She's been here on the platform for several years. When she first came into the game, she did a lot of beauty content, lots of makeup tutorials, that type of vibe. But in the last couple of years, she's really been transitioning into more of a lifestyle content. Her first video of 2021, she did a collab with the one and only Manny MUA, and he is yet another that I really support and love so much. So they do this collab together, and on Laura Lee's channel, they do a Never Have I Ever Put a Finger Down edition, and over on Manny's channel, they did something very similar. They had to answer really hard questions that their viewers had asked them, and if they could not answer it, then they had to eat something nasty or weird. One of the questions that was asked by a viewer was if there was any beauty influencers that they, meaning Laura Lee and Manny MUA, would never work with in the future. And this is what they had to say.
Deal. This is your break. Like, instead of answering beauty influencer, it's a regular influencer. I'll give you this one.
I would never in my life film with Jake Paul.
Every day.
You know, it's like, we get it, dude. You're like super rich and you want to make more money by fighting people, but there's just never been any class or like taste with this dude.
Right.
But Logan, I see that.
I like Logan.
I would film with Logan, but Jake is a whole nother ballgame, man.
It's another can of worms. Cinnamon garlic crust.
Cinnamon garlic crust.
I fully agree with Laura's comment here. I feel like Jake Paul is just one of those influencers that truly doesn't have any class whatsoever. And on top of that, he does a lot of very controversial and problematic things, and he gets away with it, which is insane to me. If other people here on the platform did half of the things that he done, they would get demonetized or get banned off YouTube in general. But people like Jake Paul and Tana can basically do whatever they want, and they never have consequences for it. Why is that? Well, because YouTube gets paid a buttload of money. People watch it, whether they're watching it because they find it entertaining or because they're watching it in awe with their mouth open thinking, how do these people get away with doing these crazy things? Nonetheless, at the end of the day, YouTube gets paid a buttload of money. Of course, they're going to push that content out, and of course, they're not going to demonetize them because that's their paycheck, and it does make sense. It may not be fair and it may not be right, but it is what it is at the end of the day. The thing that really just hurts my heart the most about it is influencers like Jake Paul, Tana, Nikita, Dragun. They have such an impact on their viewers, and they're called influencers for a reason. They really do influence so many people. People have this negative idea of what an influencer is because of influencers like them. They're literally all about the money, and it's so obvious. They will do literally anything, no matter how clickbaity it is or how controversial. It does not matter as long as it's making them money. At this point, they have made so much money and they are so loaded that they honestly do not care. And if people are talking about it, whether it's in a negative light or a positive light, that's exactly what they want. They go to all of these parties, they don't wear masks, they act like there's absolutely nothing going on in the world for them to be concerned about. But that's because in their little bubble, there isn't anything going on. They're very selfish people that only think of themselves, and at the end of the day, they don't really care what anyone else thinks of them as long as they're making money, and they're gonna go wherever the money takes them. Really sad because it's influencers like this doing these types of things, not thinking about others and just doing whatever they want, that really do give all other influencers a bad name, because people think that this is how all influencers are, and that's not true. There are some amazing people out there like Laura Lee and Manny MUA. They really do just create content because they enjoy it, because they want to be entertaining, and because they care what their viewers and supporters think of them. There's no motive behind it, no crazy plan behind it. They literally just do it because they enjoy doing it and because they want to entertain their viewers and subscribers. That is why I love them so much, because you can really tell, no matter how big they get or how much money they make, that they truly enjoy being here on this platform and they enjoy entertaining their subscribers. sad part is there's so many people watching these influencers like Jake Paul, Tana Mojo, doing all this crazy stuff. So many little kids out there who have started a YouTube channel all so that they can do these crazy problematic things just like Jake Paul does. And in the end, they end up getting hurt or worse. And the fact that Jake Paul knows this and still continues putting out that type of content, it's so heartbreaking to me. At the end of the day, they are extremely selfish influencers that are only out for the money and they don't care what anyone thinks about them. Do you agree with Laura Lee that influencers like Jake Paul are a huge part of today's problem, or do you find that kind of content entertaining and want more? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, if you want to stay in the loop with everything going on in the drama world, be sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell for post notifications. That way you are notified every single time I upload. I appreciate you guys to the moon and stars, and until next time, bye.